What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bigboyfactsjonny. So I'm gonna do my AEW Dynamite review and highlights you guys to do. Hit that like button, helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. Let's talk about AEW Dynamite. Alright, AEW Dynamite was a good show. That's all I gotta say. We're kicking things off with match card number 1. We got Pac and Penta El-Zero versus the Young Bucks. This was awesome. This was an awesome match right here. The Young Bucks give Michael Nakazawa their headband at ringside, and Frankie Kazarian attacks Michael Nakazawa from behind. Pac and Penta dive on top of the Bucks before giving the brothers back body drop. Collis is on commentary. They get in the ring and the bell rings. Commentary knows that both Phoenix and John Moxley are out due to the attack of the Young Bucks. Penta gets a near fall and Nick gets tagged just to get thirst kick. Tag back to Matt, who goes thirst kick, and Pac leaps in with a cutter. He continues offense. Pac ascends up top, but Matt bails. On the outside, Nick punts Pac in the face. He holds Pac for Matt, who runs around the ring and lures him in a playful manner and electric moves. Color rubs Matt's fancy shoes. Pac knocks Matt inside out. Pac kicks Nick off the apron as Matt hits him with a flurry of punches. Pac continues to take control of both brothers and hits rolling German on Nick. Tag to Penta for some fast break offense. Penta hits a backstabber in the corner on Nick. Package half Nelson driver on Matt for 2. Somehow Sabe kick by Pac to Matt. Liger bomb from a near fall. Pac and Penta do a Dudley what's up headbutt. Nick gets double thirst kick by Death Triangle. Penta leaps back for a destroyer. But Matt hits one of his own. Nick gets a German on Pac while Matt gets Package power driver by Penta both on the apron. Nick and Penta duke it out in the ring. Rick Knox gets nailed in the ring, and eventually Nick rips off Penta's mask, but Penta has a second mask on. He downs Nick and Pac hits a black arrow. It gets broken up. Color interferes and Nick jackknives Pac up for the dirty win. The winner of the match, the Young Bucks. This is a awesome match. The Young Bucks go to attack further, but Eddie Kingston came out for the save. After the break, Tony Schiavone introduced the newest member of the All Elite team, Mark Henry. As he introduced Zicky Dice is seen in the crowd. Henry says he's not here to fix AEW because it's not broken. Tony asks him if he's here to perhaps get in the ring again. Mark didn't say either way, but he got a lot left in the tank. Suddenly, he gets interrupted by Vicky Guerrero. She sends both men off and introduces Andrade. This was the best part of the entire show. This was the only important thing of the show. He comes out in a olive green suit and is introduced as Andrade El Devil. He comes out to say he will become the face of All Elite. Okay, my dream match will be Andrade versus Hangman Page, Andrade versus Cody Rhodes, Andrade versus Kenny Omega, and Andrade versus Cody Rhodes, and Andrade versus Jungle Boy. Sign me up to see those matches. Match card number 2. Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson versus QT Marshall and Anthony Ogogo. This was a decent tag team match. QT Pie Face Lee, and Lee fires back. Tag to Cody, and he gets Lee Johnson double team QT Marshall with a drop kick. Lee Johnson Lee Johnson covers, but a kick out by QT Marshall. Cody gets tag in. Anthony Ogogo belly to belly suplex Cody. Tag to QT Marshall. Cody fights off and gives QT Marshall a modified flatliner. Lee Johnson gives some offense to QT Marshall. He tosses QT Marshall with a head scissors. Anthony Ogogo catches Lee Johnson with a running boot on the outside. We soon go to break. Back from it, Cody gets a hot tag and takes it to QT. He tossed suplex QT before giving a classic 10 punch in the corner. Disaster kick to Anthony Ogogo. He locks in a figure four on QT Marshall. Anthony Ogogo tosses Lee Johnson into a barricade at ringside. Anthony Ogogo nails a false splash on Cody to break it up. Diamond cutter by QT Marshall, 2 count. Lee Johnson tries to make the save, but was late. Anthony Ogogo clears the ring of Lee Johnson, and it's down to Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall. Aaron Solo runs in to distract referee. Anthony Ogogo gives Cody Rhodes a knockout punch, and QT Marshall covers for the win. The winner of the match, Anthony Ogogo and QT Marshall. Decent tag team match. Post-match, QT Marshall gets on the mic and gloats. Next up, the Inner Circle comes out. Chris Jericho reveals the whole crowd that they all have Stadium Stampede champion shirts under their chairs. Chris then calls Sammy Guevara the hero of Stadium Stampede. He says to do a 630 off his back roof at his childhood home, to doing it to get the W last Sunday was big for him. He thanks everybody. Santana notes that while that was the Inner Circle's biggest night, but they still have to tolerate the Pinnacle. To keep it real, FTR tried to end his and Ortiz's career by power driving them through tables. Therefore, this is far from over. Jake Hager reiterates that he challenged Wilder to an MMA cage fight in 2 weeks. Man up. Jericho agrees that the war between the Pinnacle is not over. Sean Spears pissed him off. MJF pissed him off too. He calls out MJF about blood and guts. He thinks about it every single day. He must settle the score. This will never be over. He says he's going to beat MJF and he says it twice. The Inner Circle never forgives, and the Inner Circle sure as never forgets. Orange Cassidy is pacing backstage as the best friends talk up his performance at Double or Nothing. Chuck says Cassidy should be world champ. Cassidy assures Kenny that is not over. Kenny and Don are in the production tank as Marvelous walks in. Kala says they have the raw footage of Kenny having a conspiracy against him losing the title, and that will be next week. Marvelous mentions Jungle Boy. Omega says there's a big difference between being a Jungle Boy and a jungle man, and even bigger difference between a jungle man and a jungle champion. Kenny starts singing Jungle Boy's theme. So we get match card number 3, Jungle Boy and Christian versus Private Party. It says Jungle Boy and Christian versus Private Party. This was pretty good match right here. Christian and Jungle Boy worked on Isaiah. Private Party are wearing white bottoms up and slacks. They soon isolated Jungle Boy and double team attack him. Jungle Boy handspring flip Private Party. They soon worked on Jungle Boy, but he fought them off and tags in Christian. He gets in control of some corner punches. but Mark Quinn guillotines him on the ropes and Aubrey Evers is distracted. We go to break. Back from it, Private Party gives Christian a wheelbarrow splash. They tag to Cassidy, but Cage fights him off briefly. Jungle Boy gets back on the apron, but Isaiah clears him off once more. Private Party grab hold of Christian and make him do a 5-second pose. He sweeps both of them and tags in Jungle Boy, who is a house on fire. Jungle Boy hits a rebounding clothesline and a deep brainbuster on Mark Quinn. Tornado DDT by Jungle Boy for 2. Snare trap locked in, but Cassidy breaks it up. Cage comes in to take him out. Cassidy thumbs Jungle Boy in the eye as Quinn used the tights for a leverage pin. Kick out. They go for the gin and juice, but Jungle Boy catches Quinn and flips him over for the snare trap. Quinn submits. The winner of the match, Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. Post-match, Matt Hardy gives Christian Cage a twist of fate on the stage. We see Team Taz says Hangman picks a partner of his choosing from the Dark Order as they take on Powerhouse Hobbs and Brian Cage. You screwed around with the wrong club, says Taz. Tony Schiavone introduced Sting and Darby Allin. Sting gets on the mic and says Double or Nothing will be a night he will never ever forget. It stands up to anything he's ever done in this business. Big U still got it. Chance. That right there is an opening door to say thank you to one and all. Backstage, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page applaud him. Scorpio Sky says he was so good that Darby was dragged by him over the finish line. Ethan Page says Sting is carrying him. He calls Darby a codependent, you know what. They challenge Darby to find someone else to partner with besides Sting. Britt Baker celebration time. She got everyone burger coupons. Oh what? They're alright with her on this platter here. You know why? Because DMD did all the work, not them. Britt goes to have a ceremonial burger with Tony and Reba, but Nia Rose tossed them whoppers. She also pops balloons before leaving. Backstage, Pac tells Eddie Kingston to keep out of their business. Eddie says the enemy of his enemy is his friend. Match call number 4, the Bunny with the Blade versus Red Velvet. Quick match. Bunny quickly goes for the attack from behind, but Red Velvet catches her in the act. She remains on the offensive. She stomps away at Bunny in the corner. She choked Bunny with her boot and accent, but Bunny nails her and thirst kid Red Velvet off. Bunny later corner elbow strikes her and we go to break. Back from it, Red Velvet hits running stunner on Bunny for a near fall. Major thirst kick by Bunny. Blade hands Bunny some brass knuckles, but Red Velvet just deserts for the W. The winner of the match, Red Velvet. It's John Silver's birthday today. He's gifted Evil Uno a TNT title shot. Cut to Miro, who thanks God for his power and his wife being hot. He then says that Evil Uno is not emotionally ready for him. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get bull rope match. Dustin Rhodes versus Nick Comoroto. Nick Comoroto. This was fine for what it was. Dustin immediately begins brawling with Nick on stage. Bull rope and him. Paul Turner puts the ropes on Nick's wrists and the bell sounds. Dustin utilizes the rope entirely, but so does Nick by strangling Rhodes over the ring ropes. Both men tumble to the outside. Dustin delivers shots before Nick flings him over the barricade. He blasts Dustin into a chair. Como Roto toss Fuego del Sol into the mass of humanity after the lightweight leap on his back. Back at ringside, Dustin power slams Solo. Nick pulls Dustin with the bull rope, but Camaroto is clearly busted open. The two men continue to brawl it out at ringside as we go to break one more time. Back from it, Solo sets up a table, but Dustin slams Camaroto. Nick, however, grabs hold of Dustin Rhodes and powerbombs him through said table. Nick tosses Dustin Rhodes back in the ring to cover, but the neutral kicks out. Solo tries the metal once more, but Colton Gunn comes in to even the odds. Dustin hits a final reckoning, but Camaroto kicks out at one. He nails Nick with some cowbell shots. Dustin snake eyes Camaroto on the exploded turnbuckle. The top rope bulldog. He hot tees Nick and follows him up for the victory. The winner of the match, Dustin Rhodes. Like I said before, AEW Dynamite was a good show because of Andrade debuting on All Elite. He wants to be the face of All Elite Wrestling. This was the only important thing on the entire show because of Andrade debuting on AEW. He wants to be the face of AEW. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my AEW Dynamite review and highlights, please leave a like on this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. Go check out my AEW Double or Nothing review and highlights. Can we get that video to 100 views? And that's all I gotta say. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay strong, and always stay positive. Have a great weekend, guys. Bigboyfactsjonny, and I'm out of here.